Well, we'll get to that story in just a minute. First of all, what was that day like? Do you remember how it began? What happened next?
So I began excuse me, it was beginning in first in Drenica, in one village, where Serbs destroyed this village, and one family for about 48 persons, usually one family, and destroying and killing him, and it's been one situation who people didn't know where to go in, and always the family was destroyed. After this, the Serbs began going town to, village to village, and 28 May 88 was beginning a war in my village. 10 o'clock, my village was being bombarded, and we didn't know where to go, and we didn't know what to work in the children, with old people. And some people who in this time have some arms go to war with Serbs, and some people go cross the border in other town, village to village, with tractors, with cars.
Besa wants your attention, Dad. Besa's seeing herself on television. You say, want to wave? You want to wave?
Say bye-bye.
Hey,
Hello.
you want to wave? Dad, your day was spent 18 hours sometimes walking across mountains, just the clothes on your back. What about food? Tell us about that journey. Describe that journey for us.
Yeah, it's been one day, and when we like to go across the border, in this time it made to be a night, because the days had one been across the border, and the border was being with mines, and I didn't know, but one woman from England come across the border illegally to my village, and he meet me, and God helped me for Besa to come here.
Yeah. This was a British humanitarian group that you ran into in the refugee camp. Helped you obtain a medical visa for Besa and yourself, because up until that point, Besa had been deaf, hearing impaired, totally deaf.
And so she would wander off, and you'd call for her to come back, and she couldn't hear you.
No.
And so
Exactly.
that's what caused them to say, hey, you can get this visa, perhaps. Tell us about that. That must have put your entire family at risk.
Yeah, but about the Besa, we go across the border. It's been very hard night, and Serbs beginning with arms in this group, and all the group returned, and this woman from England is being kidnapped from the Serbs, and one woman with 2 children. It's been a terrible night. It's been...
You left family behind, but the bright spot, if there was one, is the medical visa allowed you to come to the United States, where doctors in Dallas donated surgical procedures to install the implant that now allows your daughter to hear.
Yeah, she beginning to hear 1 week ago to help Dr. Peters helped me, and he surgery my doctor, and Linda Daniel, the teacher of my doctor, was here, helped so much with therapy, and I'm glad and so happy to meet these people. And
we're watching video now. These are Besa's very first sounds as she's working with her audiologist.
And there you can see the implant. A miracle.
Linda, let's bring you into this. What was Besa's first sound?
Well, Besa has the nucleus 24 cochlear implant, and it has 22 active electrodes. So the first sounds she heard were simply beeps, tonal beeps, where they had to activate each of the electrodes. It wasn't until we set the electrical stimulation levels of each of those electrodes, then we turned them all on at the same time, and that's when she actually heard speech for the first time.
Now she's beginning to imitate sounds such as Mama.
Mama, and last night in therapy she said Baba, which is Albanian for Dada.
And your work actually began with Besa before the surgery, correct?
Yes, through the help of the Dallas Hearing Foundation. I've been doing therapy with Besa for 3 months, preparing her for actually being able to hear.
This therapy is ongoing. She's going to need this kind of treatment for a long time in order for her to hear as well as possible, even with the implant. And the fact is, with an agreement now in Kosovo and the refugees returning home, you're supposed to go back. They don't have speech therapists in Albania, I'm guessing.
No.
Or in Kosovo.
And they don't have parts for the cochlear implant.
All right.
And this technology is not in my country, and in my country not have nothing today. Maybe people...
Maybe not even your village.
Let's take a look at little Besa's progress so far, because she is improving quite rapidly for you. It's been just a week now? 2 weeks?
About, a week to 2 weeks. We initially set the levels very weak so we don't scare her, but now we have her, really just as of yesterday, we have her turned up enough that she's really hearing us.
My goodness. Now, it's important that this therapy continue.
Oh, absolutely. She gets 2 hours of therapy each week with the parents involved in the therapy session. The goal of therapy is to train the parents how to work with her naturally each day.
Well, Linda, what happens if this family has to return to Kosovo?
Well, I mean, obviously that would be a devastating situation. We're simply not focusing on that. I think, we're all willing to do what we can to help them stay and to plead her case.
A person who's involved in the effort to help them stay is Betsy Levino. She joins us on the line now. Hi, Betsy. How are you?
Just fine, thank you.
Betsy, where do we stand in helping the Shalas stay here permanently?
Well, we have recently filed their application for political asylum. Obviously, their visa was a temporary medical visa. We have taken the position that they have a well-founded fear of persecution should they return to Kosovo, and on that basis, we have applied for political asylum, which would ultimately allow them to stay.
What are the chances?
Well, the political asylum really is dependent in large part on the country conditions. With the new peace accord, we do not know what the future country conditions are going to look like. Obviously, even though there has been a peace plan, that does not mean that the situation is going to be better for them if they return as Albanians. At this point, we're just waiting to see how the peace plan is going to be implemented. It's changing every day.
Betsy, how long till their visa runs out? How many days?
I believe the medical visa has expired, but now that we've made the application for political asylum, they will remain here pending the outcome of that application.
Attorney Betsy Levino is with a foundation that is helping the Shalas try to remain in the United States on a medical visa and then perhaps political asylum. We have a phone number.
Of course, it's quite costly to do all of this, and if you can help defray some of those legal costs, there's a phone number on the screen that you can dial. It's 352-7007, area code 214, if you'd like to contribute in that effort. We thank you so much, and our prayers are with your family that is still in Kosovo. And, oh, what a beautiful, beautiful adult. Bless you. Good night.
Papa, what is the word for miracle in Albanian? Miracle.
I think we can understand what.
I think we've seen an example of it anyway. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And good luck.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next here in Positively Texas, the ugly truth about the foods we love.
And you're not going to believe what they're going to do to me. Dr. Jane Sheehall shares the latest on the war on cholesterol and a sample of my blood. Next.